when you look at the field, there are some different participants, but none are more different or just straight weird, like the guy getting the treatment today, the profile treatment, because Jeff in Southfield is truly, really weird. Probably the single weirdest clone in the jungle. And as you all know, that is saying something, right? I just called this guy more bizarre and more weird than everybody else in the jungle. That's how weird that guy is. Now, normally when we say weird, weird is good. In the case of Jeff in Southfield, weird is actually great. Weird is elite. According to Stucknut, and if Stucknut says it so, it must be, weird is 8-1 to win Smackoff 28, despite the fact that he's only been in the main event 3 times, despite the fact that his best ever finish was 10th, despite the fact that he only started calling the show back in 18. Thing is, nobody has ever had a start quite like this dude, because Jeff's first call was quite possibly the best first call in the history of this show.
Jim, Fonzie is the first clone ever. He was a clone before you were even born. Think about it, clones. The character Fonzie on Happy Days was an adult male, aged somewhere between 30 and 45, not married, no kids, and living in the spare bedroom of a suburban family's home. Now that's a clone if ever there was one, Jim. I wonder if Fonzie's full name was Arthur Caleb Fonzarelli. Jim, while my respect for the Fonz as a clone has skyrocketed, my respect for the notion of the TV character Fonzie as a ladies' man has plummeted. No wonder he never got a second date with Pinky Tuscadero. Turns out his hopes of scoring with her got malachi crunched between 2 realities. He doesn't have enough money to take her anywhere better than Arnold's, and 2, the bed he wanted to take her to is in the spare bedroom of Mr. and Mrs. Cunningham's house. You know, that elbow in the jukebox trick is a lot less cool when the song that drops is Bet Soy Un Perdedor. But that's what you get when you hang with Ralph and Patsy. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. In the time of Happy Days, Lunch with the Monkey. Okay, enough of that. Jim, I don't want to blow the best first call in jungle history by going too long, so I'll leave you now with a quote from Keith Richards. After all is said and done, got to move while it's still fun. Better walk before I get run. Bam, 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 bam.
From that day on, the jungle has never been the same. But Jeff has been very consistent, consistently weird, consistently hilarious. I mean, check this dude's crackback on Gino in San Antonio for ruthlessly dragging the entire city of Detroit. And tell me if anyone else in the jungle can land counterpunches as bizarre and weird, as effective as this guy can.
San Antonio, Detroit's entire skyline is iconic buildings by renowned architects like Albert Kahn, Wirt Rowland, and Louis Camper. San Antonio has one iconic building, the Alamo, which looks like it was designed by an architectural team from Taco Bell. San Antonio has less soul than a country western bar. Hey, country western bar, you need to rename your dance floor the We're Too Stiff to Dance floor, since all I see you doing on it is walking. I see you walking forward 5 steps, walking backward 5 steps, and walking sideways 5 steps. Hey, cowboy, in Detroit, walking ain't dancing. I wasn't sure why the women of country western bars put up with that crap until I figured out what the cowboy hat really is. Turns out the cowboy hat is just a visual distraction that cowboy uses so cowboy's woman won't look down and notice cowboy can't dance.
Incredible. Incredible. Hey, Cindy, how you like that? Architecture and line dancing smack that not only landed, but absolutely slayed. This is what I mean by bringing something different to it, which is why it cracks me up when his haters say that he's unoriginal or just a Mitch Hedberg ripoff. As if Jeff is just a one-note guy. As if Jeff hasn't made it clear that he's got the talent to weave between impressions and personas unlike any other caller to this program. I mean, anybody is fair game. John in New York, Grant Napier, Rick in Buffalo, Vic in NoCal, Trapper, Matt in L.A. The list goes on, and this guy's impressions are uncanny.
Jim, I went to the internet, Jim, and your podcasts are awesome.
Whatever, 4-time Smackoff winner, I'm a 40-time guest host, and I have my own show. Ooh, you won $5,000? I make $5,000 every time someone dunks at a Kings game. Of course, I'm not really Mike and Indy. I'm Rick! Buffalo! Vic! What's with that phony gangster accent? Hey, it's Vic in NoCal. Your snoring is disrespectful. You need to get yourself a Zeepa. Oh, I'm deceased comedian Mitch Hedberg. That's right, I'm talking to you from beyond the grave. But I'm not really Mitch Hedberg. I'm Jeff in Southfield. Hey, Mike and Indy. In your calls, you dub yourself the Don of the Midwest Mafia. Who you kidding, fool? You're not even the Don of Osmond. But of course, Jeff in Southfield is really Mike and Indy.
Now, the great thing about Old Trapper is it won't cost you 30 pieces of silver, babe. Tramps like us, babe.
Yo, Romeo, from reaching over trays and cell block D to my job cleaning trays at Mickey D's. You're welcome.
I don't know who that guy was the other day pretending to be me, but it definitely was not me. That sounded like Mike and Indy. Mike and Indy pretending to be Jeff in Southfield is the only way Mike and Indy is going to even sniff a solo Smackoff title. Always a bridesmaid, hey, little Mikey. Secondarily, Roman. Brother Corona, you are a cow. A soft, dumb, doe-eyed cow. Thirdly, Roman. Left, you are the sketchiest, twitchiest individual in the jungle. You are like a sketchy little access deer poking his head up above the tree line so you can see if there are any predators. Well, there are predators, Laffy Taffy.
I mean, I'm telling you, I'm flat out in awe. Flat out in awe. When you take all of that together, like, I had forgotten until I heard that again the other day. I'm still in awe of that montage. Like, you never know what the hell is going to happen when you pick up a Jeff and Southfield call, which is why I cannot wait to pick up the phone every single time this guy calls, because I never have any idea what the hell he's going to say or do. And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. I'm still not sure what the ceiling is. Has he peaked, or is there still more there? He's made 3 Smackoff calls. All of them have gotten a little bit better. Then last year, he cracked the top 10 for the first time in Smackoff 27 at the expense of Shawnee.
Hey, Sean, you're either the ghost of Jabba the Hutt or you're Jabba's cousin, Vanilla the Hutt. Hey, Sean, you're the zombie of McDonald's Grimace. Sean, I never knew the Michelin Man had a twin brother. And Sean, your other twin brother is Don Zimmer's corpse. Hey, Sean, you're what happens when Gollum gets fat. No, Sean, you're what happens when Tina Yothers loses her hair.
Hey, Sean, you're what happens when Tina Yothers loses her hair. This guy's been around for 4 years. And yet the only thing that Jeff in Southfield has left to prove in the jungle is that he can put all of that together when it matters most on the biggest stage of all, a.k.a. bring the best call since the first call and do it the day of the Smackoff. If he does, he's going to shock the world, rip the damn strap, and become the weirdest king of smack ever. And yes, I have even more.
Hey, Trapper, rest in peace. And what I mean by that is stay in your coffin and shut up.
I'm not saying Big Daddy B-Cups is overweight. I'm just saying if Beaks was in the rock band Led Zeppelin, their hit song Stairway to Heaven would be titled Stairway Too Difficult. Hey, Mom, I'm tired of you favoring my sister. You better buy me that toy I want, or I'll meet you in the basement, rip that makeup off your face, and make you eat it. Hey, Wisconsin, you need to change your motto on Wisconsin to on our way to diabetes, Wisconsin, since you are. I'm a starving tiger for the title King of Smack. Step aside, bitch.
My man, Jeffrey, I will see you on the 24th. How do I know this? Because he already did RSVP, just not over the air. He did so via Twitter. Jeff in Southfield, @Schoolia. Quote, Jim, my work changed at the end of last summer, and unfortunately, it has not been possible for me to call during show hours. I had the 24th off and a call ready if you want it. That's his tweet. Dude, do you even know me? Hell yes, I want that call. Everybody wants that damn call. 14 days will be here before you know it. Book it, Jeff. You are in. Make it count, brother. This time, finish. Finish like the supreme weirdo that you are. And I mean that as the ultimate form of praise. This dude, there is nobody like him. Nobody like him. There you go, Jeff. I will see you then. Jeff in Southfield. Nobody like him.